Alright, let's get into it. So, last time, did some chores around town, researched some people. You worked on, connecting the various, like, teleport circles in the dungeon. So now you can teleport from town to the first floor to second floor. Still need to look for the third floor teleporters, presumably somewhere down here. You guys came in through like the actual pit way, which at this point you all are starting to approach that like mysterious fog bank. You're about 60 feet down, and you do know that the pit in total is about 150, and it seems like each successive jump now is like getting further and further apart. The entryway from the pit into this room, you guys fought this like weird kind of, it looked like it was trying to mimic the sounds of the Sandpoint devil. But I will show what you killed again. This is the false devil. After killing it, you began to work your way through the caves, searching around. You were able to kill a bunch of Darrow who were lying in wake. Interestingly, the Darrow seemed to be like... something weird was going on with them being asleep while you were there, but you woke them up. They attempted to strangle you guys, even used some spells. Moving my dice around there. Which, speaking of sleep, you guys are still kind of analyzing, wondering about that whole Midnight Dawn thing that's going on. People are having weird dreams, looking through the like prophetic stone that's related to the eighth self-proclaimed eighth rune lord, Lyra LaRue. You guys did see, it seemed like people's nightmares would begin like ripping out of themselves, which seemed pretty concerning. But you figured perhaps there was more to find down in the pit, if the pit was linked there, seeing as how Nualia, when you raised her spirit, pretty much told you, like, okay, look, these 7 dooms, in theory, are coming from the pit. So you guys decided to head down there and analyze, take a day to do that. You guys have gone into a few rooms in the dungeon that you haven't fully explored yet. Kind of up in the top right, there was this weird room covered in brown and green slime mold. You guys kind of looked at that and left pretty quickly after. You guys also killed a strange creature. You would know that this was some sort of specter, specifically one known as Visander. As you killed Visander, he had this moment where he yelled out at you all in Thessalonian, "Have you seen my beloved? Have you seen Lyra LaRue? What have you done with Lyra LaRue?" Then he kind of openly attacked you all. Buried into what was presumably his corpse, you guys did find a dagger of venom with a strange, like, octagonal star, like an 8-pointed star. A slight variation on the Thessalonian Sihedron, which is a 7-pointed star. Oops, that's all I need. Yeah, that's about it. And then you did find the other room, sorry. The room where you guys are in now. I can read some descriptions for you all again. You guys are coming in from the top of the cave there, over the water. So, you guys saw softly glowing patches of pale blue fungus and mold grew in strips along the walls and ceiling of the large cavern. That's where you guys are standing right now, giving the entire place the like illusion of being underwater. As you guys looked down here, kind of cut away from there's also descriptions of what's to the north. You guys have already been there. There is a lower area of this cave overlooking what appears to be a like large pool of naturally formed water. But the water here is dark and rippling. Across the lake, this like underground lake, you see a stone. That's this like orange glowy bit over here. This crystal, it's a spherical orange crystal about the size of a human head. It's just kind of resting atop this like unceremonious mound of gravel and mold. You guys did make some perception checks. It did seem like there was stuff swimming or moving deep in the water. You can also see this stone balcony over here. To give some scale, from where you guys are standing, it's about 10 feet down to the water. The balcony over here is about 25 feet above the water, so about 15 feet above the ledge where you guys are. So like up at a diagonal. On your perception checks, not only did you notice that there were things moving in the water, you would assume that kind of like the middle area where this underground lake is at its deepest is about 25 feet deep. You guys did also attempt to shoot some fire over at the stone. It seemed to be rather ineffective, kind of like dispersing and absorbing that fire. Regenerating, almost. Any questions about that? Alrighty. I'm gonna adjust something really quick on the stream, and then I will take it off BRB. Okay. And we have all of the party members who are joining us today are here now. Perfect. I will again play Gangini today. Yeah. So, what are we thinking? Lupin, Roland, Sylvina, Tarek, what is the next move here? You did also see there is a pair of double doors up here on the right, to the east.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I don't feel like going for a swim.
Ben, would I have an idea of what kind of creatures might live in an underground lake?
That's tricky. I would say maybe nature or occult. $20. I mean, I think you can. There's like a whole slew of like subterranean predators that this could be. Um, like reef claws and things like that sometimes get trapped in caves, but I think the 20 also like there's also a lot of like aberrations or like fucked up things that could be down in a dungeon that don't mind the water. Or even it could be things that aren't necessarily like aquatic monsters but don't need to breathe. All right. So what do we think? Are we heading to those double doors? Are we doubling back, exploring other parts of the dungeon, or trying to find a way to forge across over here at the lake?
Yeah, perhaps we check the doors first.
All right.
Well, I mean, what do the rest of y'all think?
Doors.
Doors first. Okay. Sylvina, any preference? Hello.
I think the double doors are the way to go. We tried hitting the orb, it didn't break, and we're pretty sure going over there would have had the orb do something to our brains. So.
Yes, you did do some rolls that you thought like maybe there was some mental effects over there.
Yes, I recall you spending a fair bit of time pondering said orb.
Pondering the orb. I did see someone with a shirt downtown earlier in the week that was like, oh, what did it say? It was like knowledge is stored in the orbs or something. It was like a pair of orbs on his shirt. It's really good. That was really funny.
But you know you're really ready when you're pondering the cube.
Pondering the cube. Okay. I would say or if people want to stealth up to those doors, they can. If we're just like going straight up and listening in, feel free.
I think Lupin
think we've-
will stealthily approach the door as soon as the footpads.
I would
Okay.
say we are currently alight, and we haven't exactly been stealthy.
You are very lit up still. Which now that I think about, if anyone wants to make a perception check on the cave that you're in, I feel like there was a thing you didn't notice last time. Okay, we got 17,
There's an
23.
invisible demon in the corner.
It's a giant bloodthirster.
I'm guessing demon bat.
No, on a 31, I think you realize that they're like it occurs like, oh yeah, we had to like light ourselves up with magic and torches, but you look around, there's evidence that there were like mage lights and like ever burning torches around these caves that have been purposefully disabled or smashed. Well, not I think all of them are broken to say, and there's not really any you can like reclaim. That appears to have been done pretty recently. Lupin got a 33 on that stealth check. You can go ahead and move yourself next to the doors. They do not appear to be locked. But go ahead and give me a perception check.
Alright. 32.
Okay. On a 32, a couple things pop out to you. Like not just sounds, but some other sensations as well. As you lean into the door, it feels cold. Like not just stone, naturally being cold, like there's a cold environment behind there. You also feel the closer you get, it almost feels like the air is getting thin. And with those two things combined, it has the same feeling as being high up on a mountain.
Yeah, imagine it's like Lupin, he comes up to the door and it's like his ears twitching as he's listening, but then it's like, it's just like the fur on his arms just starts standing up. Like, what the hell?
I think you also you feel those, and I think you also hear there appears to be some voices coming from behind the door. I think on your check you estimate you hear about what sounds like 4 different tones of voice. So probably 4 people in there. You do hear them talking. What languages does Lupin speak?
Let me go check.
And I mean, I guess do you speak? I think you probably hear 2 languages going on because they would bandy about both. Do you know Aklo or Undercommon?
Neither. I just know Common and Elven.
Okay. I don't think you know what they're saying, but you do. It does seem like there's 4 people in there, and just this unsettling, unnatural vibes are coming out of that room.
So I'll very slowly turn around to the others, and I'll put a finger to my lips to keep, tell you to stay quiet. I'll sort of thumb over my shoulder at the door, and then put up 4 fingers, hoping that they understand what I'm saying.
I feel like you guys could intuit that pretty easily. Does anyone make any moves to prepare for going in there?
I think I will very slowly start drawing out the monarch.
So you drop the monarch. What were you doing, Sylvina?
Opening up kinetic gate.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
gonna move next to Roland. If I go ahead, I'm not gonna prep it. I can't cast it now because I have to make a verbal sound.
I
But
think Gangini should probably not be in the line of fire, if possible.
yeah,
All right. Gangini will hold on. We'll just go around the corner here, like behind this wall section. Forgot I was Gangini for a second. I was like, yeah, put him outside the line of fire. All right. I'd say once you guys are in position, feel free to open the doors.
Lupin looks to everyone and just sort of nods to make sure everyone's ready.
Seems like they're ready.
All right, he'll give a thumbs up, and then hold up. 3, 2, 1, and then as he puts down the last finger, he'll throw open the door.
All right. I'm gonna describe the room in a second, but first things first is you see a pair of those Darrow Stranglers that you guys fought before. You also see two Darrow. They seem a bit different than the ones you fought. They have like these like old white beards. They still have the hooks, but you can see their hands are like wreathed in like mage fire. I believe Solvina, you speak Aklo, right?
Let me check.
Or maybe Undercommon? One of the two? I feel like you did.
I speak Aqua.
Okay. In Aklo, you hear one of like the older bearded ones. Basically just says like, heretics, drive them from the temple. Before we roll into initiative, I'm gonna read you the description of that room. As you guys are looking in, you can see there are nearly a dozen small bedrolls laying on the floor to the north and south of the chamber. The air, again, feels cold and weirdly thin, almost as if you were now located atop a high mountain. And you can even hear the mournful sound of wind racing over uneven badlands. It seems to echo across a vast distance. Lupin is kind of the only one that can see these next bits, or at least the ceiling. The ceiling itself appears to look out into a star-filled sky. Impossible. You guys are 60-something feet underground. At the center of the room looms an unsettling statue, for lack of a better word, of a roughly spherical mass covered with nodules, lumps, shallow gashes, other strange imperfections, all painted in an almost hypnotic pattern of like twisting strokes of green, brown, yellow, and red paint. As we'll be making some rolls about that as we go through turns, but I'm gonna pop up the turn order. We're on the same map, so we shouldn't need to delete any tokens or anything. But go ahead and roll in. I will do Gangini.
May I roll stealth for my initiative?
Yeah, I would say so. You stealthed up to them. They were not expecting this.
No one expects the Grey Lupin.
Alright, Darrow Stranglers coming in. Darrow Cultists coming in. And the Great Gangini. Come on now, let me see his initiative. Oh, whoops, we're in the spell tab. That's not what I needed. Okay. Let's sort our order. Sylvina, did you roll? Okay, 30. Alright. So, on a crazy 35, Tarek, that is going to be you going first here.
all right. The other two Darrow Stranglers Roland, do you want legally distinct stone skin for this one?
Legally distinct stones.
I don't think it's necessary for these guys.
Okay. In
I would
that
say
case,
yeet the mages first, though.
yeah. So what I will do.
I'm gonna toss two things at you. First, as a free action, if you want to make either an occultism or a religion check to recall knowledge about this statue, quote unquote, you could do that.
Okay. Not bad.
25 is exactly the DCs. That is a success. You guys have heard about the name of this before, but this is the first like kind of real depiction you've seen. This is a statue of Azathoth. Guys kind of heard about the very first dungeon where you took Noalia's body from. This like got a lot of weird names. The chaos that lies beyond the stars, the demon sultan, the primal chaos. A lot of like old cults worship this thing. There is a god or deity of like decay, destruction, nightmares, and nothingness. You would also know, interestingly, on 25, it occurs to you that like you've already seen an 8-pointed star, a variation of the Sihedron rune. Azathoth's symbol isn't an 8-pointed Sihedron, but his symbol is an 8-pointed star. But yeah, I mean, you know, this god is like almost the deification of like madness itself.
Joyous.
With those ideas of like, you know, nightmares, chaos, very eldritch horror vibes. Go ahead and also give me a will save.
Cool.
You're good. I will say, I think on a 30, you look into the room and this weird effects of like being on a mountaintop, being cold, low air, like stars in the sky. A lot of that like fades away for you, and you see this is like a much more normal room than it appeared to at first. All right, continue your turn.
All right, well, let's see if this works correctly. I realized one of the issues with my cantrips, I haven't been casting them at the correct level this whole time, because, you know, they're automatically heightened as you level up.
Fair.
So, move up for my first one, and then I'm going to Electric Arc one of the bearded cultists down to the Strangler. Go like that. I have to get closer.
Okay.
As close as I can get.
Are you gonna be able to get both of them after that move?
Probably won't. Let's see here. No, so I'll just have to get the two basic cultists, the two stranglers. I don't want to burn any of my more powerful spells, so. And well, the other one I could use would catch Lupin in the crossfire, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna electric arc. Let's see if this rolls correct. No. All right.
That did not roll correctly. You said.
No, because it's supposed to. Since you're a cantrip's automatically heightened as you level up, correct?
I believe so.
All right, so yeah, I should be rolling 5d4, not 2d4.
Let me see. Cantrips. A cantrip is always automatically heightened to half your level rounded up.
Okay.
For a
so
typical
7, so
spellcaster, this is the equivalent of it. It means its rank is equal to the highest rank of spell slot you have.
Okay, so yeah, that should be. I'll have to. I need to let Beans know that as well, because I think that's affecting the damage of like his slashing dust and things like that.
Presumably is, yeah.
So, all right, I need to add an additional 3d4 damage to that.
Another reason to love fighter, not to not have to deal with this shit.
All right, so it would be total of 16 electric damage.
And it's which two creatures is it targeting?
The 2 stranglers.
Okay. Let me grab some dice here. All right. Basic reflex. What's your DC?
25.
25.
23. Excuse me.
23.
Why does it say 25 there?
I don't know. They both fail and take 16.
All right, not bad. That is very strange. The spell says my spell DC is 25,
So
but on my character sheet it says 23. I can't explain that.
I don't know. It was weird. Selena.
Either way, that's my turn.
I'm gonna move to there, and then I'm gonna send a flying flame in that path.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna say, they seem to be taking issue with our choice of worship.
As you're in there, go ahead and also give me that will save as you kind of behold the statue of Azathoth.
I'm gonna use my hero point on that.
Yep, we got a new session. You got a hero point. That is a pass. For you as well, the room does seem to return to a bit of normalcy. Also, I'm gonna make another pair of those reflex saves. What's your DC?
My DC is 25.
Okay, they both critical fail, take 30, and die. They had 29 left. They double the 15 to 30, and they both burst into flames as your magic rips through them in a line.
Look, I have strong feelings about which deity is superior.
Okay, let me just go ahead and take those guys out of the initiative.
You know, I think it's fitting that they get roasted by wasps.
I think that's true, and the cultists are not happy about your wasp roastage.
Well, maybe they should have thought of that before worshipping a bad cult.
God, they got a lot of stuff going on. What are we gonna do first? Ooh, maybe. Okay. The lead one is gonna move down and over to Sylvina. Sylvina, you see those weird blue eyes, like, are glowing almost painfully bright to look at. Give me another will save. You are dazzled one and confused for a round.
Oh.
So
okay.
dazzled and confused for one round. I'm pretty sure confusion works the same, but I will double check.
I'm not too worried about being dazzled if I'm already confused. Did I fail or did I succeed, by the way?
You failed. That was a fail.
Okay.
Coming fresh off that fail and making you dazzled, as well as confused, which I think confused, in this version, it makes you off guard. You don't treat anyone as your ally, and just attack wildly. Use all your actions to strike or cast offensive cantrips.
I don't
GM
have
can.
cantrips or a weapon.
Then you would just use your blasts. It also gives like DM's discretion to like attack how they would attack. However, unlike the D100, you do there's no D100. I was wrong. But every time you take damage, you get a flat check to remove the condition.
Okay.
Although in this case you're only confused for one round, so it's not going to be there for long. But he is going to reach out and touch you. Go ahead and give me a will save.
I would like to use channel points to score on that.
Okay.
You're already confused.
Nope.
I mean, the good news is that was not a critical failure, although it was one away from being a critical failure.
Oh dear.
You feel
6 DC.
Yeah. You feel befuddled, and just so confused. And the first thing that happens is, as your thoughts slow, you are stupefied too.
Okay.
Additionally, I need you to make another will save at the statue behind them. That one is a fail. You look into the statue and realize, like, oh, it's not just a normal room in there. And you see just this vision of the vastness at the center of the material plane, basically the center of the galaxy, and you catch a glimpse of this outer god drifting therein. You are, your stupefaction goes up one. You're stupefied 3.
Jeez. Okay.
Alright, that is the first one's turn.
4 will saves in a row with crazy high DC.
A lot of will saves happening.
Yeah.
Next, the other
Do
one.
I know how long stupefied will last, or is this just like until?
Considering the initial spell was Touch of Idiocy, probably not.
Okay.
The spell is probably going to be up before the effect of the statue. Out of character.
Does their touch make me make a new save against the statue?
Basically, if they're giving you a mental condition, they're doing it.
Okay, got
it. The other one is gonna pull a page out of Gangini's book, and going to upcast Magic Missile. It is going to target Lupin. So it's spend 3 actions. So that's 3 plus 1 additional for each heightened. So it's going to fire 5 magic missiles at Lupin. Lupin's going to take 22 damage. As just these bolts of like bluish energy, but like you see within the blue, there's that weird scintillating yellow, green, red effect as well. Gangini. Still trying to be judicious with spells because I don't want to burn up slots for them. However, is there? Oof, Tarek wasn't there. We do a lightning bolt just for the memes. But I think instead, we're gonna use that slashing gust, which I will up the damage as well. So we're gonna move back here. Activate a slashing gust, making a will save first, actually, versus the statue. That is a fail. Gangini is going to be stupefied 1. Conditions, stupefied 1. And now we're going in with the slashing gust. That will hit. I think his is heightening, because that's 4d4.
Okay, then mine is not.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but the 4d4...
I'm resetting something.
Gotcha. So the lead one is going to take that 12. Roland.
All right, so I take it that Sylvina doesn't count as a ally this turn.
No, you cannot go straight through Sylvina.
15, 20.
But nor do I think she can take... I mean, she can't take, op attacks. She shouldn't gain that ability. So you can just run through Tarek and Lupin.
Alright. I think I have to sudden charge to be able to make it all the way around him.
Okay.
If I stood right here, would I still be able to make a swing at him?
I think it would be trickier. I mean, you already have flanking. Is there a particular reason you want to...
Oh.
Because you're flanking with Tarek.
Oh, it counts with that?
Yeah, it's a cross or a knight's move away. Basically, if you can draw through their square to someone else's square, you're good.
Okay, you still want me to make a wisdom save?
Yes, as you run into the room. Do you want to hero point it or keep it?
Keep it.
Okay, you're stupefied 1 as well. Basically, stupefaction is a penalty to intelligence, wisdom, charisma checks, DCs, including will saves, spell attack modifiers, spell DCs, and skill checks that use those modifiers. You can also not attempt to cast a spell while stupefied without a check.
33 total.
33. That is a crit.
Nice.
Just barely with that flanking pushing you over the top. These ones do seem a bit hardier than the Stranglers. He's like about bloodied now. Taking the Stranglers out first so they didn't like lock you guys up while these dudes spelled you was huge.
I'll make a second attack at him.
Go for it.
31.
Hit but not crit, but the 16 will put him under bloodied.
Alright, that's it.
Alright, Lupin. Just took a force barrage to the face. Looking bloodied in your own right here.
Definitely do not like that, but I will go ahead and stick next to me. I'll go ahead and slash at him with the Monarch.
That is also a hit for 12, chipping this guy away.
Alright. Then I'll go ahead and... Alright. Don't like being in melee these guys, and I'm in pretty rough shape. I'm going to go ahead and move back here, so I will go ahead and stride. Tell you what, I'll step here, then step... Alright, 2-step, that's my turn.
Alright, Tarek, that is you.
So what I'm going to do Lupin, how badly hurt are you?
He's at 32 out of 71. So
Alright.
almost 40 down.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one action. I'm going to use just a level 3 heal on him. I'm just going to use the one action version, so it's touch and just the d6s or d8s rather. So it's third level and
Oh, sorry, bless me. Okay, so pumping a heal spell into Lupin.
Yeah, so this will be... Sorry, my brain malfunctioned for a second there. 3d8. Not bad.
Okay, 13. Not bad.
And... I probably should have done the 2-action one, but oh well. And then for my other 2 actions, though, I am going to try the one that's wounded. I'm going to do an ignition on him.
Okay.
See if this heightens correctly this time. Wait a minute. I forgot to change the dice. It doesn't matter. It's not coming through correctly anyway. Is this always... Sorry, you caught me when I was trying to update all my stuff.
You're good. No worries.
Right, let's try this now. At least, hopefully, the spell attack hit. It is definitely... It only rolled a single d6 there, so...
Yeah, that does not seem correct. That does hit, though.
Alright, so what I will do... So, at this level, that would be an additional 3 dice, so 5d6 damage. Not a critical, though?
No. Because it's ranged anyway, so you're not getting flanking, right?
No, I'm doing the touch attack.
Oh, because it's touch. Well, that would be... It would be 33 is the crit, so... 32
okay,
is just shy.
20 damage.
It's not bad. This guy looks barely alive. Sylvina. Sorry.
Do you want me to do as much damage as possible to as many things as I can?
I feel like... let's see. I think whatever your regular, like, blast attack is probably all you would do. I don't think you're, like, doing any of your crazy shit.
Okay, even though I never really do that at melee?
I think so. I think it's just, like, that's, like, the most base level kineticist thing you have, and I feel like that's the equivalent of just doing, like, a strike.
Alright.
Even though, like, yeah, well, because I think, you know, your touch of idiocy and confused, I think, like, you're right. Like, that's not Sylvina's normal strategy. But I would say for every attack, we'll do... It's kind of awkward that there's... I mean, it's the computer. We can roll dice that don't exist. There's a guy in the back. We'll do a d6. Kind of left to right is 1. So Gangini 1, Lupin 2, Tarek 3, first cultist 4, Roland 5, other cultist 6. Okay.
Am I doing 2-action or 1-action blasts?
I would say 3 1-action blasts, because you're supposed to use all your actions to do it. So, Lupin, Gangini, Roland, Gangini, Lupin.
Alright.
So, Roland first.
It's gonna be a 20.
I think Roland just smacks that shit out of the way. Does that hit, Roland?
No, not even close.
Yeah, I feel like not even close, right? Okay. Alright, next... yeah, Lupin next. Or Gangini, sorry.
Baked into these, so we're gonna do the math ourselves.
It's okay. I assume they're not, like,
I assume they're both gonna miss.
Yeah, they're -5 and -10, so... Unless 17 hits Gangini, but I don't think it would. No, not even close.
Yeah, I just imagine like
17
you throw it at
doesn't hit.
Mupon, he just sort of like falls to the floor. He's like, "What the fuck you doing?"
And you do like snap out of it right after that.
She doesn't hit him, but she sets his jacket on fire.
Some scorch marks on the jacket.
Good jacket.
All right, it's gonna be the Darrows. The one that is severely injured is gonna look around. I feel like honestly, Tarek and Roland probably look like they have the most vitality right now. So I'm gonna roll evens odds. Odds Tarek, evens Roland. Okay, Tarek. It is going to reach towards you. And as it lays its palm on you, let's see. Give me a basic fortitude save. Okay, that is a pass, so you'll take half. It is upcasting this, so let's see. Would have been 32. You're gonna have that to 16.
Okay.
Is this a spell?
It is, yes.
So does this have the manipulate tag on it?
It does.
I'm gonna swing my sword at him.
Go for it. I think it still does happen.
Crit.
So here's the bad news. He immediately gains a bunch of temp HP. Here's the good news. 16 exactly cuts through what he had left of the temp HP. It brought him to 16.
Well, no, that's a critical.
Oh yeah, it's a criticism. So he's way past
Yeah,
16.
correct.
I like just saw the number 16. I was like, that's a crazy coincidence, and I got hooked on that. But yeah, it absolutely would have crit. So you see, like, suck some of the life out of Tarek, and then you just like straight through the back end this creature's life. Whoops, that was rough.
Because after last session, I was very curious, but reactive strike was really good for. And I have to get better about asking you what actions have.
What has manipulate? Yeah, it's huge. Also, any ranged like weapon next to you should trigger it too.
Yeah, I think every spell more or less has manipulate on it.
I also think maybe those, like the Stranglers, when they did their special ability, that might have been a manipulate. I'd have to go back and check. You guys killed them so immediately this session. Seeing you just end its compatriot when it's like, trying to do something else. This second Darrow is gonna hold out a hand with like that flickering black fire. The fire rushes to you, surrounds your helmet like a burning halo. Give me a sorry. Give me a fortitude save versus that spell.
I'm gonna use the hero point.
Okay, hit me. All right, that is a success, but not a crit success. You are blinded until your next turn.
Oh fuck this guy! Somebody kill him.
Look, if it had been a crit failure, you would have been just blind permanently, so it could have been worse.
I'm
Oh, fuck
impressed
this
with
guy.
these things. They
I
go
can think
after
if he-
me with the will saves, and they don't go after me with the fortitude saves.
To be fair, you look like not like a fortitude type person.
That's true.
Yeah.
I just have crazy fortitude.
I will say they usually, like, combat instruction wise, these guys try to prioritize a lot of mental effects. But should they see a ridiculous melee thing happening, they're like, okay, how do we stop that from getting us? It does still have one action. Woof, what is it even gonna do here? Ooh, I think on the singular action, it is going to just almost like Gangini conjure up a shield, although its shield looks just disturbing to look at. It's like that weird light pattern of red, yellow, green again. And it like makes your stomach a little queasy to see it. Gangini. This dude is still at full health, so I feel like a spell might be of import here. Man, I really want a firebolt for the fucking memes, but I really shouldn't.
Can Gangini cast a testicular torsion?
He's gonna actually cast Mend Butt Crack is what he's gonna cast. I think he's gonna. We'll get cheeky. He's gonna copy what the other guy did. We're gonna throw out a fucking 3rd level Force Barrage. So, and I think he gets an extra bonus on his ones. Yeah, his are +2. So ignore that first number, but it should be 5d4 plus 10 then.
Yeah, his force barrages are nuts. They did something with the spells. I'm having to. Oh god.
26 as just like these streaks of like magically glowing like cards and pyrotechnics slam into the cultist for 26. Rolling. Let me double check the wording. I think you're just blind until now, because I think it's just until your next turn.
So I can see again.
I think so. I think you really fucked up with that. Let me read the wording of blindness again.
Glad I stopped taking it if it's that bad.
The target is blinded until its next turn begins. That sucks. It should be the caster's next turn. But yeah, you're good.
Just for a moment, my eyes go black, and then I look up. He just sees glowing red eyes.
It's got the same vibe. Like you like stood up too fast when you had like not enough iron that day, and like your head gets a little woozy, but you're fine.
Peanut butter murder time.
Oh god, he do be striding though. Not a crit, but does hit for a massive 27. This dude is bloodied.
And that's it.
Alrighty. Blue Paul.
Alright. I don't know. It's like seeing how like everyone's reacting to this statue. Lupin's not wanting to enter this room. So let's go ahead and
Oof, back.
Also, do I have to make another will save for being in the room?
You already made it before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're good. Unless they hit you with something mental, you're fine. And the blindness is technically not like a mental spell, really.
First action, stride up to there. Second action, I'll go ahead and chuck the monarch at the cultist.
All right, the monarch flings through the air. That is a crit for 20
Plus sneak attack.
plus sneak attack.
Alright, that's 2d.
Is he
Plus
double
four.
sneak attack damage?
I don't think sneak attack crits in 2e.
Okay. I'm getting mixed up with 5e. That's my bad.
I think
5e
it'll-
definitely does, but let me. I know 1e doesn't, but
The friend number.
I don't see anything about it. Oh, what's it called in the? It's hidden strike or something, right? Loophole, isn't it like a different name for sneak attack? Or is it still
Check.
sneak attack? Maybe it is, and I'm just crazy.
Sneak attack. Let me see.
Why can't I not find an answer about this? Pathfinder 2e.
It's sneak attack.
Yeah, oh yeah, it is just sneak attack. Precision damage is doubled on criticals in 2e, and this is precision damage. So 4d6. Apparently the only damage type that is not doubled on crits is persistent damage.
Alright, so I rolled 5 off of that, so I'll go ahead and roll 3 more. So that's 5. So that's a total of 15 precision damage.
35 damage with the monarch.
Roland does this like initial cut, and then Roland, as this guy turns to face you, you see one of like the 4 points of the star knife that is monarch just sprout from his head as the blade sinks into the back of his skull.
Well, I imagine it's like it comes along and scalps him, and then as it returns here, you just see Lupin like sort of like balances it on the tip of his finger, and he's just twirling it like Harlem Globetrotter twirling a basketball.
Woof. All right, we're out of combat. That is going to be equal. It's going to be 70 XP and a hero point. None of you failed badly enough at any stupefaction effects that they wouldn't be gone after a minute.
That's good.
Although if you'd crit failed the statue one, it's like permanent stupefaction until cured by magic.
That is less good.
Which I can do, but I don't have the spell prepped on me.
I'm gonna start hacking away at the statue.
It is. I mean, it's. It would probably take you a while because it is a magical item, but it's not like an offensive magical item. It's basically casting like hallucinatory terrain. So you could do it after a while, but it would take you like probably a couple hours to really get some good dents in there.
I'm happy
well,
to help
Tarek-
the effort to destroy the statue.
While Tarek is healing everyone up, I'll just hack away at it a little bit.
Okay, you hack at it. You're just like blasting it with fire.
Let me roll some medicine checks.
These cultists don't really have a lot on them. They have some Acluses, like the other ones did. So Aclus times 4 from this fight. Nothing super. I mean, they're not super pricey, so up to you if you guys want to take that weight to sell them. The 2 stranglers here. They do not have poison like the other group did. And do they have anything else?
Ben,
Huh? Yes?
we forgot to do the loot again.
Oh my god.
It's both of our. It was. I forgot to ask about it, so
Yeah. Fuck.
we'll have to get it this weekend.
Okay.
We'll go over it. We'll go over everything, and then we can get everybody a pile of gold.
They also each have a hand crossbow, but these ones did not have the same poison as the other ones. I will say, out of this room, you can see that there is 2 more sets of double doors. One set to the south, one to the east.
Let's go to the south first and go take care of that orb.
Are we gonna be healing at all, or are we just going?
Yeah, I need a minute. Give me a second here.
Yeah. Take your time, take your
Healing.
time.
All right. We'll start with Solvina. Ben, I'm gonna do the DC 25 one because my my medicine is plus 17
Does it
now.
not make sense to just do like a 3-round burst?
I've only got 1 level 3 heal left. I'd like to save it for if
Oh,
things
you
get
have
real.
to do that at level 3. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, it's I don't. I do have a level 1, but Lupin's pretty hurt. I'm pretty hurt. I'd like to take an hour and do some medicine.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
All right. We'll start with Solvina. Ben, I'm gonna do the DC 25 one.
Hit me with it. Exactly it. So it's a 4d8, I think.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Who is this first one on?
Solvina.
All right, Sylvina going back up to 78 or 79.
All right, then Lupin.
I was very zoomed out.
Lupin. What do I roll for that?
Let me double check. I don't. It's something.
The zonkers.
Jesus Christ. Let me see. You did the DC 25 one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's only it's DC 20 or DC 30. There's no 25.
Oh, I guess it'd be 20.
We're fucking dumb. It's the first one should be 2d8 plus 10. Just keep the 40d8. It's fine. Do you think you'd be going for the 20 or the 30 with the crit?
Probably I'd have been going for the 20 because
Okay.
I still can't reliably hit 30 with it.
So the 20 normally is 2d8 plus 10. The crit is 4d8 plus 10.
paw, you heal 29.
Good lord. Got like the nature battle medicine fucking down.
Yep. And then on myself. Alright.
I don't know what it is, but I'm just imagining while you're doing this, it's just like a very intense, deep tissue massage.
I mean, it's like one of my friends suggested that I should be acting like a pain boy when I do this, but you know.
Like a pain boy.
All right. Well, mine whips, but at least the others are healed up.
All right. Cool.
Wait a minute. No, wait. Sorry, I clicked nature, not medicine.
Oh yeah, that is not the right check. Go ahead and roll medicine.
Well, it'd be on that roll. It'd be 22.
Okay, well that's still a success though. So 2d8 plus 10.
17.
I mean, yeah,
Acceptable.
that's something.
Tarek's pretty hurt, but not like horribly so.
Oh, excuse me.
There we go. I was like, wait a minute, that's not right. I'm supposed to have like a plus. I'm supposed to have like a plus 17. I didn't roll a natural one. That's so I was like, wait a minute.
Wild. All right, so you guys get your healing done. Roland, you said you wanted to investigate the south.
Said I wanted to go to the south. I leave it to the nerds to investigate.
Nerds.
Jesus.
These do again appear to be unlocked. Give me a perception check if you're trying to listen in.
Alright. 33.
Alright, 33. You do not hear anything coming from behind that door. It seems empty.
So it seems all quiet down here.
Do you guys open?
It's like Lupon's got his hand on the door, and he's just looking at everyone else. Make sure they're ready.
Yep, I'm ready.
Alright. Throw it open. It's
Alright.
empty.
It's just another small hallway with 2 more double doors. Give me a perception check now that you're looking in here.
Only 30 this time.
Only a 30. You see that there is a secret entrance on the left there. It is locked, though.
For long it ain't.
Alright, give me a thievery check.
Let's see how my fuzzy paws do this. 18.
Oof. Do you want to keep it, or...
Tell you what, I got a hero point to burn. I'll go ahead and try it again.
Alright.
So let's burn a hero point.
Didn't you have 2 to burn?
What was that?
Don't you have 2 to burn, or did you already use 1?
Oh,
You did get an extra one from this fight.
oh, okay. So yeah, that puts me down to 1 then. Alright. Thank you. Let's try that again. Alright, that's a little bit better. 22.
Alright, that will do it. DC 20. That was unlocked. You're free to open it now. You immediately get the sense that, like, the Darrows that have been down in this level of the dungeon did not discover this chamber. As you can see the room, as you open it, 2 candelabras, like, flare with flickering mage light. The air in this octagonal chamber is stale and musty. You see a writing desk and a high-backed cushioned chair sitting in the center of the room, while shelves to the north and south hold several books, a few skulls of strange creatures, and a few other objects. A canopied bed sits against the western wall, its deep purple sheets covered with a layer of dust. 2 iron candelabras flicker with light near the entrance as well.
across the room. Looks like no one's been in here for a while, though.
I would say anyone who wants to can make an Arcana check looking in there, and I can roll it for Gangini as well.
Yeah, someone else gonna have to. I'm not trained in it.
Alright, oh, Sylvina got it on a 25, so that's good. You peer through past your friend Sylvina, and you begin to understand, like, the intent of this chamber. Spending 8 hours sleeping in that bed grants a character a +2 item bonus to all skill checks made to learn or to cast rituals for the next 16 hours.
I'm sorry, can you...
I'm going to put it all in Roll20.
Yeah, thank you.
In addition, if a character performs their daily preparations, like for choosing spells, which I think only Tarek you do?
Correct.
I guess it doesn't say that it's only arcane spells, so basically if you do your preparations immediately after waking from 8 hours of sleep in this bed, you gain the ability to cast hypercognition once during the next 16 hours.
Interesting.
Basically, hypercognition, you rapidly catalog and collate information relevant to your current situation. You can instantly use up to 6 recall knowledge actions as part of casting the spell.
That's pretty
Interesting.
Basically, you, like, learn a bunch of things as quickly as possible. I will say so you can also hypercognition. You can only benefit from the bed once per week.
Well, it's useful if we have to do like a big research thing or something like that.
Yes. As you look through the shelves as well, give me another Arcana check, Sylvina.
Probably we should get one from Yankini too.
Yeah, we'll see what you roll. Okay, Gangini's coming in. Okay.
Can we hero point Gangini's?
Yeah, he's got 2 hero points. I'll knock him down to 1.
Wonderful.
Oh my god. Would you like to try?
Yeah.
I can give some channel points if you need it. There we go.
Okay. One of the things you see is a magical tome. You would know that this is the Codex of Unimpeded Sight, a divination grimoire. You see there's a female figure peering through her blindfold from the cover of the stately tome. As a free action, once per day, the requirements being your last action was casting a spell from this tome, so pretty useless for you guys. But basically, the grimoire offers you a glimpse into the truth of things. You can seek or recall knowledge for free. Probably just sell it. Additionally, Sylvina, as you take that book off the shelf, you knock one of the skulls, and you realize that the top of that skull sits loosely. It's removable. The skull on one of the lower shelves is a container. Do you open it? Sylvina? Hello?
Sylvina, you muted.
Maybe you should have stepped away for a second.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second.
That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah, I'll open it.
Okay. You see a platinum choker in there. The choker is carved the now familiar design of a 8-pointed star. You guys can make another Arcana check on this choker. God, last time I was good at using Gangini. I am not doing good at using Gangini now. Solvina wants to try. Okay, that is a success. You hold the choker and kind of peer into its functions. This is the choker of elocution. You know the language or languages the choker grants. Specifically, this choker grants Necral as a language. I don't know if you already speak that, Solvina, but you also get a +1 item bonus on society checks and the ability to understand, speak, and write the chosen language. Reduces the DC of any flat check to perform an auditory action while deafened from 5 to 3. Up to you guys what you do with that. There is more on these shelves. And I'm getting tired of Arcana rolls. If you want to just make one more big roll and solo Gangini. There's a lot of fucking items in this room, and let's speed it up. Smashed it.
Oh, yeah, we'll leave that.
Gangini's on it. Gangini's on it.
Do you guys mind if I take the choker? I've already got a decently high society at 14, and boosting it to 15 would put it up there with my religion at 15, which is not bad.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
We
Up to you guys if you think it's better to sell.
Honestly, it feels like it fits Solvina's vibe too.
Yeah, it's like Lupin will like look at it and say like, yeah, you can keep it. I don't know. I think it just looked weird on me, you know.
Yeah, sure.
And he just
I'll
points
take
at his whole furry thing.
I feel like it's definitely
to-
Solvina aesthetic for sure.
We need
Yeah,
to get back
I'll
to town
I'll
to
put it
sell all.
under. I'll put it on under the scarf.
Hell yeah, true. Yeah, you have the scarf. Were you saying get back to town to sell some shit? Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get back to town on Forest Bend to go through all of our loot so we can sell it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yes.
There is
I will say
also.
it may
Go
be
ahead.
worth selling the choker, but we can figure that out later.
I think keep it for now. We can always sell it later if we need to.
The next thing is a silver flute, which functions as a lesser maestro's instrument.
I think Gangini would probably want that.
Yeah, if someone wants to write down that it's like a silver flute, I can just. I mean, if no one's gonna take it, I'll put it in Gangini's sheet.
I'm putting together the loot list right now.
Okay, yeah. So silver flute that functions as a lesser maestro's instrument.
Also really not worth it to sell, like 60 gold, split 5 ways.
The next is a lovely carved blue decanter. This is a decanter of endless water.
Ooh, look at that price.
Yeah, believe it or not, having infinite water is pretty good. It's worth a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, these things are obscene.
Yeah. Oh, it does a lot of things.
We should not sell this thing. This thing is super strong.
It can make geysers. It can pour water infinitely. Pretty great.
I think you're not thinking big enough, Ben.
It's an
I know there's a lot of fucked up shit you can do with decant listeners on this water. I am aware.
We're keeping that. Who wants to hang on to that one?
Next, it's not a magic item per se, but there is. I'll put it in here as well. There is a darkwood buckler. Adorned with the Shawanti word for greed.
It's not a magic item, you said?
It is not.
Tarek might take that. Give me a moment, because like I've been thinking about a shield, and let me.
Should we maybe be worried that there is something that's warning us about greed?
While you think on that, you see a potion bottle, and you realize floating inside the potion bottle is a talisman. Talisman being those like one-use magic items. The talisman in question inside the bottle is a basilisk eye talisman, a like slimy green stone that glows with light. Whenever the shield that you put it on blocks a melee attack. When activated, the attacker must make, I mean, you can read it, makes a DC 25 fortitude save or becomes slowed as they take partial petrification. Basically, consumable item, you can trigger it when you shield block.
I'd rather sell that one. That's worth a decent amount.
You also see the
There's a lot of
potion.
funny magic items in this room.
Yeah, there sure are. The potion that the basilisk eye is suspended in is a truth potion. You can voluntarily fail or critical fail at it. But success doesn't affect you. Failure, you must tell the truth. Critical failure, when someone asks you a question, you must attempt another saving throw. If you fail, you must answer the question truthfully if you're able to do so. If you succeed, you're immune to further attempts to ask the same question within the potion's duration. Yeah, truth potion, pretty cool. Finally, I would say looking through all these shelves, Sylvina, you're the one who already has like gathered a lot of info that you guys are planning to use to research Lyra LaRue. It appears that a lot of the papers in here are from her personal notes. Unfortunately, despite being a rune lord, she was not an organization lord, and they are very haphazard. Basically, it's another thing that lets you take a certain amount of hours to research her. If you combine this with the literature you already have, it will reduce some of the DCs.
Well, that seems like something we should probably do at some point.
I will say, give me a quick perception check as you just kind of glance over what looks to be like the most recent documents, or some of the most recent documents. Um, 29. You find a page talking about Visander, the specter that you guys killed. Come on. My PDF does not want to work with me. Jesus Christ. There we go. You find an account of what exactly went on with that. The skeleton belonged to one of Lyra LaRue's apprentices, a frustrated man named Visander, whose attempts to earn Lyra LaRue's favor failed over and over again. Spurned one too many times by her, he threatened that he was going to reveal to Rune Lord Karzug, the Rune Lord of Greed, that Lyra LaRue had been like secretly researching to become an 8th Rune Lord of her own device, of her like own making. She pretended to be afraid and was like, come meet me in this cave so we can like discuss this, and then drove the fucking venom dagger through the back of his throat so that he could never tell anyone as she pierced his throat.
Oh, fuck around and find out.
Yeah,
Yup.
I feel like that one's really on him.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably should have seen that one coming. Visander, what are we doing?
I feel like this is either Visander's room or we're gonna encounter Lyra LaRue later on, and she's gonna be like, "Are you the fucking pricks who stole all my shit?"
I feel like you're pretty confident this could be Lyra LaRue. I mean, maybe not her main room, but one of Lyra LaRue's rooms. It's got her notes in it, unless someone collated them. Or, grabbed all of them, and they're not really collated. I believe that is everything in here. You guys are going to get 40 XP for discovering all this.
Nice.
Cool.
420.
Let's go! 420. You guys immediately earned 69 XP. No. Okay. A literal treasure trove in that room of some magic items.
Alright,
Once again,
so-
you are met by more stone double doors. There's still the pair up above that went to the east, as well as the ones that will go to. Sorry, that go to the south again.
Alright, before we move on, to make sure I didn't miss anything here,
Mhm.
we have the Atlas, or the 4 Atlas, and the 2 hand crossbows. The Silver Flute functions as a Lesser Meister's instrument. Basilisk Eye Talisman, Decanter of Endless Water, Duskwood Buckler, Truth Potion, the Lyra LaRue's Notes, and the Platinum Choker. Am I forgetting anything?
Did you say the Darkwood Buckler?
Duskwood. Is it Darkwood or Duskwood?
Darkwood. Darkwood is like a specific material to make armor from in Pathfinder. Basically,
Okay,
it's usually like it's tough and it's lighter than regular wood, so it's like a better material.
Okay, they call it Duskwood in the.
Oh, is it Duskwood now? Did they change? Oh, I didn't realize Darkwood was a
Legacy
wizard's
one, yeah.
creation.
Yeah, it's called Duskwood now.
I think it's
Right.
from Eberron.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I think it is from Eberron. That does track.
I think Lupin would see the truth potion and would say like, do you mind if I take that?
I mean, I've got the choker already. I don't have anything against giving him the truth potion.
I got nothing.
I don't think Angini would care.
Though, also, if anyone else wants it, they should probably get first dibs, seeing as, no offense, Lupin, you've kind of gotten...
True.
That's true. You did get a lot. I've gotten a lot
I
of
don't need it.
a lot of
I
weird
don't
rogue
think anyone
gear
else
here.
needs it.
It's
But-
not worth enough for me to care about it.
We'll put it in the loot list. We'll see if Gangini wants it when he gets
No, no, no.
back.
I mean, I have no issue giving it to Lupin. I was just saying if someone else had a plan already for it.
Yeah, what's your plan?
Lupin.
Sorry,
didn't
I
care.
say that. I say that a lot at
He just
school.
Sort of like, he slips it in, sort of like inside his jacket, just sort of doing like shifty-eyed thing. Here the idea is that he wants to keep it because there's some weird stuff going on with like what he's starting to learn about his parents, and there's like a lot of like uncertain stuff, uncertain information. So it's like
Mhm.
he'll just hold on to it, and if an opportunity arises where he might be able to get some good information about something, then he'll use it. For now, there's no definite plans for it. And here's the thing, and I will make clear, he would never use it on Red. Because
I was wondering that.
The whole thing with Red, for him anyway, in character, it's like, the chase in big quotes is part of the fun.
The chase in quotes. All right, you guys grab that stuff. Yeah, sorry, I was laughing because one of like the phrases we say specific, like are purposely saying it at my school a lot is, "What's your plan?" or "What's your idea?" Which I do sometimes slip up and ask my Warhammer opponents those questions, and I feel bad about it. It's like, what's your idea with that unit of weird boys? What's your plan? All right. That being said, what is your plan? Which doors are you guys going through?
Well, I'm thinking on the south, y'all.
Excuse me. All right. You guys going through the doors, or what are you trying to do?
Well, I kind of figure with all the commotion we made earlier, if there's anyone behind this door, they would have heard us by now.
It's a fair guess.
So, just like before, Lupin's got his hand on the door, and he's ready when you guys are.
Hell yeah. Gangini will probably wait around the corner right here. Go ahead and open when you're ready.
All right, let's do it. Open.
All right. going to show you this dude's art first.
Oh my.
As you enter the room, I'm going to describe the room to you first, and then what this guy says to you upon entering. In the the northwest corner of the room stands a 5 by 10 foot iron cage, its floor littered with strips of meat and sheets of mold. Nearby is a grisly work table made of bones, atop which are stacked several alchemical tools and supplies, while to the south, a simple bedroll and a stack of books lie on the floor. To the side of a misshapen stone altar. The top of the stone is splattered with blood and lumps of meat, skin, and hair. Yet, for all of this, the southern wall is the most unsettling sight of all. For here looms what can only be described as a mural of a vast churning sphere drifting in the inky depths of outer space, fashioned from what appears to be still living swatches of flesh and skin stretched over the wall itself.
No.
What, just no? As you guys enter, this, clearly a Darrow, turns towards you all. And as he sees you, he's kind of like, which one of you has come before me to volunteer your flesh for the Hollow Star?
Oh no, I'm already involved in one dude's crazy experiments. I'm not getting involved in yours either.
Anyone else respond to it?
I don't think Tarek responds, but he is certainly aghast looking at that.
You see this person tilts his head again. He's like, I am Ziradini. Have you not come before me to volunteer your flesh?
Sorry, but you ain't really my type. You're a bit too old for me.
Well, if anyone's willing, feel free to volunteer. Gaze upon my mural. Concentrate on its glory.
Would you mind telling us about it?
Give me a a diplomacy or a occultism check as you're trying to convince
I
this
think
guy.
you might understand. I'm trying to get him to turn away so I can walk up behind him and just kill him.
I know. I feel like you would still need to make a check to convince him to not realize. This guy's not dumb.
We got a hero point from that, right?
You did get a hero point from the last fight. You see he looks at you and kind of like, no. If you're not willing to gaze upon the mural or volunteer yourself, then unless we find another topic of conversation, I'm afraid our discussion is quite at an end. Alright, so he's like, very well. You see his, this is a tricky one between the 5 of you. Sylvina, I would say you are perhaps the most religious among your ranks.
I would assume so.
As he kind of tisks and sighs one last time, his eyes focus on you, and that weird 8-pointed star on his head kind of flares against his blue skin. Give me a will save from Sylvina.
So will save every time. I'm gonna use. Does anyone have channel points?
Yep,
that
I got
use?
you.
Thank you.
Woo! What a pass. You are stupefied 1.
Oh.
That first one was a critical failure. Do you want to know what the critical failure would have been?
Yeah.
So, it would do what failure does, which is you would become stupefied 1, and the first time each night you gaze upon the nighttime sky, you would make an additional will save or increase the amount of your stupefaction by 1, up to a maximum of 4 if it happens every night. Even if it's removed, you must continue to save upon gazing on the night sky until this curse is removed. Critical failure is all of that, the same as failure. And in addition, you feel the weight of the cosmos when the sun sets on your homeland, wherever you may be, in the material plane or the great beyond. You do not need to gaze at the nighttime sky. Basically, as soon as the sun set in Sandpoint, no matter where you were in the multiverse, you would have to make that save.
Oh my god.
But anyway, you're just stupefied 1 for a little bit, and we're gonna roll for initiative.
Woo! Curses are no freaking joke.
How much was I off
Why?
the diplomacy check?
Why do they always target me with the will saves?
Before was just kind of a coincidence. This time he's specifically looking at anyone he sees like any religious stuff or that has the taint of good deities' religions on him, or at least not evil deities.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll let it stand.
I can't believe even with a 30, that still gave me a condition.
Well, it was still a success, not a crit success.
Yeah.
All right, he's gonna come in with a clean 35, which I think Tarek still managed to beat somehow.
So is that just like stupefied 1 forever, or is that for like a?
It is for 1 hour,
Okay.
but it is not forever. No. It was basically the one in the other room was for like minutes at a time. This is like a more concentrated dose of Azathoth power, essentially.
A shotgun blast of madness.
Pretty much exactly that. Let me read. What's the name of the ability? The ability is called the Grim Curse of Azathoth.
Oh, lovely.
I mean, hey, it's accurate.
Yeah.
All right. Really thought he had it on a 35, but Tarek, you were up first.
All right. Well,
Sorry, I'm just moving him so his health aura appears.
well, I'm gonna set up the other 2 the flank. So. And yeah, then I'm just going to, since I'm in contact range, also going to use, see if it works correctly this time. Mission, melee. That is a more appropriate amount of damage. There we go.
All right. 28 does hit for 18 fire damage. I don't believe he has any resistance to that. He does not. So he does take the full 18.
Alright. I like that my cantrips are finally doing a respectable amount of damage.
You see him, like, brandishing this crazy-looking, like, ice warhammer. And he is just like, this is most disappointing. You could have just volunteered yourself. Oh, so inconvenient. You see that 8-pointed star on his head begins to glow again. And which one of these is he gonna do? Sorry, he has a million fucking spells. Give me a hot second. Because it's either gonna be that one. Oh, okay. Could do that. Or... God, I wish you were a real paladin. Spell's not worth it without you being a real paladin.
Are there like paladin specific spells?
It's basically like if you have, I think paladins gain the holy trait at a certain level, and it like deals an additional 5d6 damage if you're holy. But alas, your bonds with the divine are not all that right now.
I think I mentioned about maybe going barbarian
That'd be pretty cool.
instead of paladin.
Instead, his star is gonna glow. He holds his hand out toward the four of you over here. It's gonna center on Solvina, so we'll get all four of you. And there is a burst of just riotous red, yellow, and green energy that slams into all of you. The four of you besides Tarek, give me a fortitude save. Alright, calm down. Calm down with the 30s.
I'm okay at fortitude saves.
Okay. Everyone passes but Lupin.
I get a crit success because I passed.
Oh, you tricky duck. Okay, you're gonna take 0.
Cool.
That means that Roland and Gangini. Wow, that was a low roll. Holy fuck. The pair of you take 14 reduced to 7. And Lupin takes 14. Wow, that was a god-awful damage roll. Holy shit.
What's the actual roll?
It's not that terrible math. It was 4d10. So 14 out of a possible 40.
That's pretty bad.
It seems low. It was a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 5.
I mean, it could have been a 4.
I mean, yeah, that's true. You got me there. Could have been a 4 reduced to a 2.
Did I mention to you guys that the one player in my game who's playing that tree folk who has vulnerable to fire?
Oh,
So
no.
He's rolled for. I make them roll for health. He's rolled a 4, a 2, a 2, and I think another 2 now.
Alright. This guy is then gonna go, anyway, back to you. And he's gonna fucking spin in an insane circle, just like a way over the top fighter move, and try to just bring the ice hammer, like, down, or like up under your chin.
Yep.
Does a 37 crit you?
Yeah.
Okay. That's gonna be...
I think Gangini should probably use his spells on this device.
You're gonna take 42 damage.
It's a little feeling I'm getting.
You are thrown back from the force of this tiny... Keep in mind, Zirodini, 2.5, maybe 3 feet tall, slams into you so hard that it uppercuts you and throws you into the wall for an additional 2 damage. You'll still live if you volunteer. You won't if I cave your skull in with a hammer. That's crazy. You can't live with a hammered skull. Let's begin geese.
Eric doesn't even respond. He just you hear him start to growl.
What are we going to do here? I think, this is like a single target, but I might use a lightning bolt. Yeah, I think Gagini steps in and just whoom! A bolt of electricity. Whoops, I double tapped it. Streams through the room. It is only one action. So he's gonna step in, shoot that. Reflex save from Zirodini. Zirodini passes for half. So this is gonna be 20 half to 10. And Gangini's gonna 5 foot back into here. Solvina.
Okay.
Why do do I keep closing the Great Gangini's sheet? Why do I do this to myself?
This guy hits hard.
Yeah, well, he did crit, to be fair.
Yeah, but that means he's able to crit with relative.
You always think it's with relative ease. I could just be rolling high.
It would not have if that crit. If it crit Tarek, it's gonna crit me with relative ease.
Alright, fair enough. I see the logic.
Because I do not have that high.
Look, there's an easy solution. Just volunteer the flesh.
1 sec. I need to do some math. Cool. Okay. I am going to send a 2-action Fire Elemental Blast at him. That's gonna miss. And then I'm just gonna strike to there. And that's it for me.
Alright.
I think it's safe to say that one misses.
Yeah. It definitely did.
Yeah.
Lupin?
Alright. Seeing how hard that dude was hit Tarek, I definitely would like to avoid melee if I can. So for the moment, I'll hang here. And first action, I'm going to go ahead and chuck the Monarch at him. 17.
That one. Rough.
Mm.
You line up the throw, look behind him and see the fucked up, literally, living flesh mural, and just throw it straight into the sidewall by accident as you're distracted.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, rolling.
Tell you what. I will... tell you what it's like here. Just see like here. I would like to, for my second action, I'll attempt to Bon Mo.
Alright, go ahead and roll that diplomacy versus their base will save, or base will DC, excuse me.
Yep.
27. Hold on, let me check his DC really quick. That is a critical fail for his base will save DC.
Oh. So, okay, now I...
Oh wait, sorry. It might not be me. It's not critical. It's a regular fail. Excuse me.
Alright, so it just has no effect.
I fucking did my math wrong.
Alright. It's like Lupin tries to say something, but once again, seeing the flesh wall, he's just like stammering, just because it's really wigging him out.
I think you also see he looks at you and just looks so far over the edge of sanity. You're like, wow, that didn't even register. He didn't care anything about that.
Yeah. Alright, then I'll just go ahead and stride here, then here. Clear the way for Erwin. And that's the end of my turn.
Yep.
Alright. Rolling. Does this guy have op attack? I don't think he does.
It'd be annoying if he did.
No, he just has crazy powers.
I'm gonna channel point that. Fucking damn it.
So a 23 is a miss, as you're like, wow, I sliced those other Darrows in literal halves, and you go in with that energy, and he just does a crazy looking pirouette that somehow works and slaps your sword away with the hammer.
Hard to hit him when he's 3 foot tall.
True. Although to be fair, you did cut the other 3 foot tall people in half.
Anyway, that's it.
Alright, Tarek, sorry.
No, you had it right, Tarek.
Tarek, okay. I second guess myself. Fuck.
Yeah. That he rang Tarek's bell pretty hard with that one. I'm burning a focus point. Animal form.
Yo, why do I keep forgetting to download a cat? What is wrong with me?
So I am large size now.
Also unclear why when I searched. Oh, okay, I see why. I searched cat and I had the homemade token from one of my Eradicator models pop up, which has the word cat in it. I used to play Warhammer on Roll20. It was very inefficient. What about this creepy looking cat for now? Is it large size, right? Yeah. Here, I'm gonna just move you to the corner for a hot second.
Okay.
But yeah, this is, you know.
So I gained 15 temporary hit points.
Alright.
And with my remaining action, yeah, a chomp.
Alright, make that roll.
You're kidding me.
Even with flanking, yeah.
I'm going to spend a hero point reroll. I'm going to spend a hero point. I have 2 of them, so. Ooh, 33. With flanking.
33 will hit, yeah, with flanking. Not a crit, but definitely hits.
Damn, I was hoping for a crit on that one.
On a 33, come on now. Come on, guys.
I mean, that crit the last set of guys.
It sure did. You mean his underlings?
Yeah.
You're right. That did crit his underlings.
14, not great.
Okay, well, still some damage on the board. Back to Ziradini! What is he going to use next, friends? Oh, probably... Yeah, he'll probably burn a charge for that. Let's see. It is... He's got how many charges of this? So... 1... So... 4... Oh my god, fucking math. Alright, I want to make sure I'm doing this math right. Tarek, when you use heal and upcast it, it increases by a d8 plus 8 for each level, right? Not just a d8.
If you're using the 2-action version. It's normally a d8 if you're using a single action.
Does the additional 8 still count for the 3-action version, is my question.
That's what you've been ruling it out so far if he does the heal.
That's what I was pretty sure. He is going to do the big burst here. He is going to do it at 4th level. I need everyone to...
I thought it only if... Or is he using heal or is he using harm?
He's using harm.
Oh boy, that's a problem.
The anti-heal. He is going to cast harm at 4th level as a pulse of that green, red and yellow brown light kind of expands out from him in a dome.
Does he have negative healing?
No, he's just
he's doing it with, you can damage living creatures with it. Roll in that manipulates.
Is he gonna kill himself with it?
He is unaffected by it.
What save do we have to make, if any?
Hold on. Let me make sure everyone's in range. You do get an attack of opportunity to manipulate. Everyone's gonna make this save. It is a fortitude save.
I'm gonna channel point that.
I'm fine.
Tarek, god damn.
That's for 20.
No, that's fucking crazy.
This is an exact for me.
What?
The question is, do I think he is a higher DC?
Because you rolled like dead middle, you mean?
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Okay, Gangini's gonna go ahead and burn his second hero point. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Do you guys think I should try to roll bad?
I think 27. I think you at least succeed on a 27.
Well, if I succeed, I crit succeed.
Yeah, I think you succeed on a 27. Like that would be.
But we knew that 17 was a crit fail.
Oh, then yeah. Yeah. Then
the question is, do we think it was exactly a crit fail? Or not?
Do you want to risk crit failing?
I mean, yeah. Actually, he's right. You risk a critical failure if you reroll and go low.
If I reroll and I get a nat 1, I risk a critical failure.
Yeah, it's unlikely that you'd crit fail.
Because I have a plus 17.
It's basically a coin flip. You'd be spending not a command point. Jesus Christ.
You are so
Channel.
Warhammer pilled.
I know, I'm so worried of it. A channel point. They're both the same initials, okay? But you'd be spending it for a coin flip.
I'm gonna keep my 27.
Okay. That is a pass, so it's a critical pass for you.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so Sylvina crit succeeds. Tarek crit succeeds. Lupin crit succeeds. Jesus Christ, this is such a big spell for you guys to all do this on. Roland...
It's not my fault I crit succeed all fortitude saves effectively.
I know. Roland, you do not crit succeed, but you do succeed, so you'll take half. Gangini, moving up from a 17 to an 18 will just barely avoid critical failure, and will just fail. That was real fucking close. Okay. So... math. Okay, so 3 of you just take nothing. Roland, you take 47, halve to 24.
Okay.
And...
So, sorry, 24 you said?
24.
Okay.
And Gangini just takes 47.
I was about to say, if that's a fail, Gangini's just dead.
That was, yeah, 40...
that Gangini's just dead.
Yeah, a crit... If he had not rerolled the 17 to an 18, would have crit failed, which would have been 94 damage, which is like 23 more than his maximum health.
Yeah, so...
He'd be dying 3 or something like that.
He'd be real fucking low. That was the triple action version, though. So he is done.
That is his turn.
That is his turn.
And your attack of opportunity?
You do it op attack. Yeah, sorry. He did manipulate. I was trying to tell you earlier.
Yeah. I was just waiting until I didn't want to, like, fuck up the flow.
No, I appreciate that. It makes the math easier.
31.
31. That, not a crit, but that does hit for 26. That does bring him to bloodied. Oh, God. Gangini's looking real fucking low.
He may just want to shoot a spell and then back off.
Yeah.
Or if he has a potion, then that would be a good time.
Which potion does he have? I don't think he has any potions.
All right, maybe I think shoot a spell and back battle.
How guilty would you have felt if you killed Gangini when he wasn't here?
I was, like, really worried for a second. When I saw that 17, I was like, there's no fucking way I get him killed on one failed save. Okay. I think he's gonna step out, upcast a lightning bolt to do 5d12, and then step back in. Conveniently, you guys left a perfectly straight line, so he's not gonna hit either of you. So, reflex from Ziradini. Plus reflex. Fail, but not crit fail. So he will take the full, whatever this is. 36. Big money. As the lightning rips through Ziradini. There's a smell of ozone in the room. Sylvina.
Is he still in the same spot he was in before? So right here?
Yeah, same spot.
Cool. I'm gonna send a flying flame at that spot.
Okay. Let's see. He does crit succeed that.
Damn. 35 dex save? Good lord.
Any other actions?
No.
Okay. Lupin. I still can't believe 3 of you crit succeeded that burst. That was crazy.
35 is insane.
Well,
I mean, it's not crazy that I crit succeed. I feel like we shouldn't call it insane that I got a crit success.
I guess that's true. But 2 nat 20s was pretty huge.
And for me, Fortitude is actually my worst save, so that was like
Mine's decent.
for me.
Like
yeah.
mine's good, but it's just like that was still just a moment of like.
All right, so I guess would this count as flanking for me?
Yes.
All right, cool. So first action stride up to here, and then second action I'll go ahead and slice at him with the Monarch.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Another nat 1 on the Monarch is crazy. That is a hit. And you are flanking.
Roll that
So
sneak attack.
2d6.
All right, additional 6.
Okay. Still up.
And then, just to really, third action, I'm gonna go ahead and twist the knife. So he takes 2 persistent bleed.
Ooh, okay.
And that's the end of my
You
turn.
kind of like twist the star knife as you pull it back out. He's bleeding for 2 right now. Roland. Over to you.
Go for a vicious swing.
Vicious swing.
32.
That does hit. You see, it looks like he goes down and manages to like recover in one last burst of health. Basically the star on his head like flares white and then red and then yellow. And he is standing again.
Alright, second swing. No.
He does manage to like almost just pure luck and sway out of the way of that. It is Tarek. Tarek, it does seem like that was the time he could burn that.
Alright. Full attack. Full tiger pounce on him.
Full tiger pounce.
31.
That does hit.
9 damage.
9. Isn't it 11?
11, excuse me.
I was like, what? Even minimum damage is enough. He did burn his like saving spell here. As you see, he drops and his cold warhammer like clatters to the ground. We are out of combat.
I'm gonna remove his head.
To be safe, you chop the head straight off. That is going to be. Was he? Okay, so it's gonna be plus 30. 90 experience.
That combat actually wasn't so bad. I thought it was going to be worse.
I think those saves saved our neck a bit.
Also, if he lived one more turn, he would have healed himself for like 50 health.
I mean, that would have been unfortunate, yeah.
That would have been a problem, yeah.
So did he roll high on the crit success, or was he just like expected to crit succeed?
Which crit success? The
reflex.
The flying flame?
Yeah.
It was not an expected value. He rolled higher.
Okay.
Like at least top. I don't even remember what I rolled, but like top 25% of the possibilities.
Yeah,
he still hit like a freight train.
If I should just be not trying to do things that require saves.
No, I mean you definitely should. Okay. I'd say before we do anything else with that, we can take a quick break here.
Great.
I'll put us on mute, and we'll come back in like 5 minutes. Also, I'm gonna bring us live, but yeah, I don't like eye drops.
So I got a medication that's even worse than eye drops.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Eye gel. You have to pull your eyelid down
Ugh.
and squeeze in gel.
I think I would just be like, "Oh, this is it. I'm gonna die now. I can't do this."
It's like, please kill me.
And I woke up my eye last night, or I woke up this morning. My eyelid was glued shut from the gel.
Woof.
Nope, 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 nope.
Well, my friend was saying you guys are a little bit quieter than me, so I'm gonna up your audio.
Don't know why you felt the need to share that again, but
I needed to tell Ben.
I needed to tell Ben. Okay, so you guys got the XP from this guy. Freaking loot wise, he does have the hammer, obviously, but apart from that, like nothing on his
So
person.
Frost
Anyway.
Warhammer.
It is a +1 striking Frost Warhammer.
sounds expensive. Sounds like something that would sell for a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Sounds like we're gonna make some money.
Honestly, we're gonna make bank as soon as we get back to town.
Yeah, honestly, this was much needed. Okay. Looking around the room, there is obviously the giant flesh mural that Roland and Tarek are sitting next to.
I'm sorely tempted to. It's gonna smell awful. It's gonna smell. I'm tempted to burn it.
I do have bad news for Roland and Tarek.
Mm-hmm.
As the fight ends, you are both very close to this mural. As you kind of like settle down, like his body falls to the ground, you guys glance at the wall almost unwillingly.
Well, remember I'm the saber cat form.
You are still the cat,
I'm not
but
against.
you're still gonna
What's up here?
glance. Huh?
Oh, okay, I'm gonna glance.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're within the 10-foot line. Lupin is behind it, and half of your
Okay.
cat is not.
Okay.
A dozen eyes blink open on the mural. And kind of glare at the pair of you. Both of you two give me a will save.
I'm gonna re-roll that. Did we get a hero point for that fight as well?
Yes, you did.
I'm going to immediately burn. Fucking shit.
Okay. Both of you fail,
Oh my god.
and we're gonna go into initiative with just you guys and the wall. Let me just delete everybody else. Ziradini will be the wall, effectively. Give me, or sorry, we do have to roll initiative for it, because this is gonna matter. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Wait, did they both fail?
Yeah.
Yes.
On a 29.
Oh, dear lord.
Oh, sorry. I thought yours was a 21. I didn't see that. No, Roland passes.
Oh, okay. Am I still part of this?
You
then,
still
or-
have to roll for initiative.
Okay.
Hey. Alright, the wall only got a 24.
That the wall has a plus 23 initiative concerns me.
Don't worry about that. That's fine. So, Tarek, what do you do? This wall is very clearly alive and staring at you all.
He is going to revert form real quick, I think. Because I even think he would be nonplussed to the idea of trying to attack it in melee. And I'm going to immediately use my staff and breathe fire on it.
Okay, so you're not in cat form anymore then.
No. he'll move to here, and immediately use a charge from the staff and cast Breathe Fire on it, all over it.
Oh, and he's its actual name.
I don't know if that's good, bad, or ugly, but I think in his thing he would just be like, fucking burn it.
Okay. Do you have to hit AC or just reflex save?
It's a reflex save.
All right, it's not very good at that.
Only a level 1 spell, unfortunately.
It fails.
So 9 fire damage, unfortunately.
All right, takes 9.
Why are all of my brief? But should so I got my DCs. Why is this thing? Either way, it's fine. So I did move to do that. Actually, where I was, would I have been able to still do that without hitting Roland? Just here?
Yep, it's a 15-foot cone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would do it straight down so you don't hit him, but if you did,
Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah, you can do it. There's an angle.
Okay. And then I'll use my last action to third level heal myself. Actually, I'll just drink a potion.
Okay. You gonna drink a potion? Rolling.
So with the
Also,
success,
on your fail, Tarek, you are frightened 1.
I believe it. Roll so 2d8 plus 5.
Roland, you are no frightened. You're fine.
Okay. But I do still the wall is alive.
The wall is still alive.
All right, gonna cut that wall.
All right.
crit?
It is immune to critical hits.
Damn.
It's a wall. It also seems like some of that is reduced as you do cut through a layer of flesh, and then your sword bangs off the stone wall from behind.
All right, I'll make another cut. Minus 5 on that, I think.
So that does still hit. Once again, it is reduced a bit, but you're still chipping away. Starting to look bloodied. On its turn, all of those eyes swivel to look at Roland. The center of the eye, just the pupil, all of the pupils open up like tiny fanged mouths, and tentacles whip out of the hole inside the mouth towards you.
Okay.
Can we see this happening?
Oh yeah, for sure. It looks insane.
Can we do stuff?
You can try to jump in.
Yeah, I think I'd probably like to.
Basically, you have to go through a round of it happening, then you can jump in.
Alright.
Give me a fortitude save, Roland.
Channel points.
Okay. That is a pass, and a very much needed one. Let's see, it's gonna be... 12 poison damage, and nothing else.
Okay.
Alright, now we're going to the top again, and people can actually roll in. Alright, back to Tarek.
So my frightened goes away now, right?
Yes. Actually, no, because you're still near the wall. In this case, no.
Oh, alright.
Are we at least hurting this thing?
Yeah, it looks about bloodied.
Okay.
I really feel like we should never have been looking at this thing.
I mean, it's a wall. It's kind of hard to not look at a wall.
He'll
You're
stagger
not
back.
wrong.
He'll stagger backwards, and then just yeah. I think he's panicking a little bit. He's gonna just fucking lightning bolt it.
What, the eye mouth tentacles are throwing you off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You right.
Wow, that was an appalling damage roll.
It crit fails. It is a wall.
So,
That does
oh,
not seem accurate.
86.
Why is it 43 times 2?
I. What the world?
What is the what math is happening there? What the fuck?
I can't explain that.
I mean, there is a
I mean-
world where 4d12 is 43.
That's
It's
true,
possible-
but
It's possible for the critty roll to 43, and then it just gets doubled.
I guess yeah. That's crazy. I guess it just maybe it just simplifies the formula.
Roll
save
it again,
time.
see if you get that crazy roll.
Yeah, click it one more time. I want to see what happens.
Okay. You
Okay,
rolled
so
really well.
it's rolling the dice then doubling it. That's what's happening in the critical section. So 86
Okay.
is correct. You just like blow the wall to shreds and chunks of burnt flesh and hair go everywhere. We're out of combat.
Do we have a path onto the balcony now?
You know what? I'm gonna say just for the memes from the angle, it blows a hole in the wall, and I will open up the previously secret door. Why not? The door is technically in this square, but we're gonna say the lightning bolt of so starch rips a hole through the wall.
I don't understand what happened with the dice there.
No, I think
This is
what it's doing is
gonna
it
roll
rolls the 5d12 or 4d12 or whatever, and then just doubles it.
So you rolled 43 on 40, 4012, which is amazing.
Yeah, 43.
Okay.
What's the max on 4d12?
I'm just
48.
understanding.
48. Yeah, holy shit, that's an insane roll then.
Good grief. I don't understand why it rolled separately for each of them though.
It does that.
It does that. Anytime you roll crit damage and regular damage, it does it separate rolls in this sheet. Which is why we have kind of the standing rule that if it's happened to roll in a few times, like if the critical damage is lower than the damage, we're taking the higher of the two damages.
Okay.
It's rare that the formula should happen that way, but I guess technically possible sometimes.
For example, if you were to roll a 43 on your normal damage and a 14 doubled on your critical damage on your lightning
What a
bolt spell.
crazy example.
This is the point at which
Everyone
casters start
gets
to out-
40 XP, by the way.
This
So
is the
I'm out.
point at which casters start to outpace the marshals. So all the early success of rolling, you guys are catching up.
It is true that a lot of the time marshals increase at like a linear rate, and then the casters are just like exponential. Like they dip below the fucking fighters at first, and they start going way up.
I do
Yeah,
feel
just
like
wait for next level. I'm gonna start doing crazy stuff.
As usually
I do
like
feel-
the designated melee person in our Sunday home games rolling, I feel you. I eventually get outpaced every fucking campaign.
I do feel they
Yeah.
cut the fighter though. So like as soon as I start getting better weapons, it's gonna
Oh, that'll make a
Yeah.
huge difference.
even out.
I think
'Cause,
you
like,
see.
I think
Go ahead.
for them things have to they like enemies have to critically fail. I just have to critically hit. I think that's the big difference.
Yeah.
So I think
true.
I'll be critting more often, but like sometimes you guys do insane shit like this.
Wait, I think
They-
in our Sunday game we have more people who play melee than casters now, Ben.
Look, Morgan, that is the fucking exception to the rule. It's almost never the case.
Well, my brother never plays casters, basically.
That's true, but he also usually plays ranged people a lot.
That's true.
I'm saying before you and your brother came along, I feel like most of the time it's like, well, it's me and a bunch of fucking casters, and I have to try to drag their asses off the battlefield.
That's fair. That's fair.
It was real rough for a while. I think there was a bunch of fights in the campaign we're doing right now, like the last time we played it before we switched DMs, or like rotated. There was like multiple fights where it'd be Theo just like literally dragging the rest of them off the battlefield at the end, like every
that makes sense.
like all right,
And
let
I
me
will say,
drag these guys to the fucking wagon again.
I build casters most of the time. Sylvena's kind of an exception. Like I intend to play them in melee.
Yeah, you build weird casters for sure. It must be said. Okay, wow. Well, the wall is dead. You blow a hole onto the fucking balcony overlooking the underground lake. Now that we're out of
Carrick is
combat,
like-
if anyone wants to give me a perception check in this room looking around here.
Tarek is just like gasping. He spits out a big glob of blood from where he took the hit from the warhammer.
Hell yeah.
and I'm no longer frightened.
It's true.
I just walk up to Tarek, pat him on the back shoulder, and say, "You get used to it."
You get used to it. Okay. There are kind of scattered throughout the room, especially by his bedroll, a collection of tomes in this room. So they're very, very occult tomes. A lot discuss numerous different ways in which the worlds, plural, can end. And in each book, scenarios involving eternal night or the destruction of the sun have been heavily annotated in Aklo by Ziradini. Despite the fact you can read Aklo, Sylvina, you would have to spend 8 hours poring over the tomes and make a occultism or religion check to put together all this, like, heretical is the wrong word, just like really insane occult scripture.
And do we have any sense the benefit it will infer us to gain that knowledge?
Whatever the fuck they're doing here, I will say, because you can read Aklo, apart from that 8-hour check you might make at some point, give me just a perception check into this. Oh, Sylvina on the net. What a time. You look through Ziradini's notes annotated in this like pile of occult tomes, and you learn of an agreement between the Darrow cult and a group called the Midnight Dawn.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I remember those people. Okay.
The notes make it clear that not only are the Darrows to allow passage from members of this group through the tunnels, specifically kind of like looking at their like weird hand-drawn maps in the margins, you would know these are the tunnels by where you guys fought the 6 Darrow, some of whom were sleeping, and there was that big winding passage that led toward town.
Okay.
And you would also know that they specifically mention the name of an alchemist. They specifically mention Oliver Potiker. It indicates that Ziradini is to provide this alchemist what aid and supplies he requests, within reason. In return, the Midnight Dawn has promised to aid the Darrows in their goals. Mention is made in several books about what they're helping the Darrows with. You would need to make the longer check to understand. It's very like weird occult and arcane passages that are like confusing. Like, okay, like this is the section that should say like here's what the Darrow are getting out of this deal, and it's like so complex.
Okay. Well, that's not ideal. But yeah, definitely something we should spend the 8 hours doing, and I'll inform everyone else that the Midnight Dawn are allowing this alchemist through here. The Darrow are allowing this Midnight Dawn alchemist through here.
Hell yeah. You guys also see he has a small satchel next to his bed. In the satchel, you see there are 5 vials, like glass vials. There is what appears to be some sort of formula written on a piece of paper, and a note written in Aklo, which you can just read without any check. I'm going to pop that note up for you guys as a handout now. I have the regular text version, so I will read this in case you don't want to read the handwriting. The one named Potiker delivered 3 doses of midnight milk, 2 dilutions and 1 refined. Told me they would bring inspiration in dreams. Don't trust him. Did studies. It causes sleeps and brings dreams, but they are something else's dreams. Tested the refined dose on one of my own, and something began to grow inside of him. Put him down and fed flesh to the hollow star. Those who take the drug sleep and dream something else's dreams, and that other is what wakes in their body instead. Treachery. Such treachery. I have created an antidote for the milk. I suspect it could have significant effects on a body that becomes host to a dreamer, but I have not tested yet. Might give a dose of milk to one of my own to find out. Should I wait until someone needs punishment, or wait for Potiker to return and try it on him?
I think I figured it out.
Yeah.
So
I
you
also
said this was
think I figured it out.
you said this
do
was
want to say
you said this was written in Aquan that Sylvina's like reading it for us, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and then decisions is how it ends.
I think. Okay, so the dreams we're having, this is the cause of that.
I also just want to say I told you so that the milk mattered.
The milk mattered.
Yes, but you there was no way you were ever going to figure that out unless we read this fucking note.
That's true. That's true.
Yep,
So-
I think your hunch on the river is also.
Yeah, I think they're
Also-
probably putting it in through the river.
If
I-
anyone wants to make a society or Sandpoint lore check on Potiker, they can.
Is the fucker at the from the other party the one that we couldn't ID what he was? He's the fucking alchemist, and
There wasn't
We
an
don't really
alchemist in the
say
other party.
shut up, Ben.
What? There like isn't. I don't think there is. Am I crazy? Do you mean their leader?
Yes.
Oh
No.
different guy.
I feel like you're fucking with me here.
I'm not. He's got a different name.
It could be an alias, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
You
you're
mean
right.
Caleb Valdemar, the guy who is known for being related to one of the heads of the families of Sandpoint.
Sylvina, you would know that in Sandpoint there are two noted alchemists. One is Nisk Tander, who runs Bottled Solutions. 3 guys have bought potions before. Very approachable, friendly. The other, Oliver Pillbug Potiker, runs Pillbug's Pantry. He's abrasive and unpleasant, and has little interest in making friends with adventurers.
Oh, okay, so I was slightly off there. I still think that guy is shady as fuck.
Oh, Caleb's shady as hell, but a different kind of
Yeah,
shady.
for sure, Caleb.
They're both shady, for sure.
He's one of the other fucking Dooms, just not this Doom.
So you know where this guy lives and works. That being like on a 26, like people don't love this guy. You've never heard of him like doing like this is crazy for like a like notable merchant in town.
Well, I'm
I
just
thi-
saying.
I think we need to get back to like what time of day is it?
I mean, you guys teleported here pretty early in the. It's probably like later
Definitely, but I
afternoon
could-
now.
We need
I
to
think-
we need to get back to town right now and start giving out give out antidotes for this shit.
We
Two.
haven't tried the antidote yet.
Trying the antidote. Also, if you guys want to make a what is it, nature or
Well,
arcana check on the stuff that's in the bag.
Well, Boz wasn't finished yet.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Boz.
can you let me get to the end of my points before you cut me off?
Everyone's very excited about this discovery. Go ahead, Boz.
We need to get back to town and start looking at this to see if one, this helps people, because some people are probably further down the timer than us, and 2, we need to get the town watch or get father and go get this fucking alchemist.
Shit.
Yeah, I think we get back and we immediately meet with Father Xanthus and Sheriff Hemlock.
I agree with that. I think we need to try the antidote on someone first before we give it to a bunch of people.
I agree. I think we need to have maybe we have the other alchemist have a look at it and make sure it's not going to harm anybody before we start giving it out. But we
need
do need to.
we need to grab the other alchemist because he could run as soon as we get back, though.
Yes,
you guys
100%.
do see. Also, remember there are 5 vials in there. 2 of them, I think you would know now, are midnight milk. The others appear to be something different. A dose of glowing blue liquid. And it can give me a Arcana check or a Nature check.
We get an Arcana check from game.
You guys already got it between you and Tara.
Oh, okay.
The other 3 vials are 3 doses of Filter of Empty Dreams. I will show this to you.
And that's what the midnight milk is, or
No, there's 2 of the Midnight Milk, 3 of this filter. Filter like the pH type of filter. Basically, it guarantees that you have no dreams for the next 8 hours, which would be great for resisting this. I will tell you on a 28, it's a high enough success. You know that if you drink this, it could counteract the Midnight Milk.
if an intellect devourer who's controlling a stolen body uses the body to drink a filter of empty dreams, the intellect devourer must succeed on it.
It's true.
Is that just an extra effect, or is
That's an extra effect.
okay?
This item does not just exist for this campaign. Okay. Any...
So we should probably. Do we want to finish clearing this floor, or do we want to go straight back to town?
Straight back to town.
Let me heal us real quick, and then I'm inclined to say yeah, straight back to town. We'll clear the rest of this later, but
Well, if we go straight back to town, we either go through the tunnels or we go up and take a teleport back.
I think we go up and take a teleport back. Yeah. Hang on, before we go, let me burn one of my level 1 radial heals. I don't think we're gonna wait around for a medicine check. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty hurt. How Gangini's hurt. Roland, how badly hurt are you?
I'm pretty fucked up. That
Right, I'm rolling my. I'm all in my last level 3.
Okay. Go ahead and burn it.
Yep. So we are all gonna heal 3d8 plus 24. Everybody heals 34.
All right, everybody gets
somehow I feel like
34.
Gangini's still pretty fucked up.
Gangini is now at 51 out of 71. Is 20 down.
All right, could be worse. Let's go.
All right, you guys head back up the pit, reaching the first teleport that you've active. Teleport to the floor. Teleport to the next thing, and teleport back to town to the light. The old light. Well, not the old light. The fucking Hellstorm focus. I am going to switch our map. Give me 1 second. It should be about 3:30 in the afternoon. And I'm going to drag you guys... I assume you guys are running straight toward the Pillbug Pantry.
I think
Do
before we
we
accost-
send somebody as a runner to go get the guard?
I think we need to go. I think we need to have the sheriff on this one. If we can have him meet us there. Perhaps Gangini could go get Sheriff Hemlock.
Actually I might have something for this.
Okay.
Because like,
oh, go ahead.
where's the teleport in the town?
It's like underground in the Hellstorm focus.
Wait, where
So
are we? What
whereabouts
map are we
is
on
that?
now?
I'm gonna bring... I mean, if you guys are... I'm waiting to see if you have any other plans before I drop you.
Because I have a moderate Quicksilver potion. I can run ahead to the... Hold on 1 second, I'm getting a call.
Okay. So potentially running ahead. I'm gonna drop people on the map then, while you're doing that. Whoops, that's the wrong layer. There we go.
Fucking city councilman, like, ads at fucking 8 o'clock at night. Whatever. What I was gonna say is I'm gonna take a moderate Quicksilver potion, and I can run ahead and go warn the or grab the sheriff.
Okay. You speed ahead. In that case,
So I'm running at 40 feet.
all right. Sheriff Hemlock is coming with you guys then.
Ah, you got that monk speed.
Got that
Hell
monk
yeah.
speed.
Odds are with my speed I probably beat you guys there.
Probably.
Okay. Any other things you guys are doing as you're like rushing toward the shop?
I think that's the main.
Which
do
shop are we rushing to? The
The
other
Pillbug.
alchemist or Potiker?
Potiker.
I assumed Potiker. I mean, if you want to go somewhere else.
No, not really.
Okay. In that case, Sheriff Baylor is going to assuming you guys have told him
I think we would show
your assumptions, like what's been going on. I think he sends most of the guard to like go check any like rain barrels or cisterns on top of buildings, like find anything that might be poisoned. Because there are other water sources besides just the river here that he could have been fucking with. That being said, Sheriff Hemlock is going to like hammer on the door, and it's just like, Pillbug, Oliver, open up. You see he like fiddles with the handle. He's like, it's unlocked. And he starts to head into the shop.
Go in.
The first room you see here is main shop. Shelves have like a wide range of like low-level alchemical and medicinal supplies for sale. You think it'd be a very bad idea to take any of this with the sheriff here. You do see there is
brought him along.
there is a back door like to one of the rooms as well.
Go look. Anybody?
You guys want to go look? Yeah, go for it.
Alright, Lupin's not even gonna bother going around. He's just gonna hop over the counter.
Alright. You hop over the counter. Give me a perception check as you head to this next room. This is like a back hallway. Sorry, I'll get Gangi to follow you guys. Perception. Okay. You can see, no, this is like not the most crazy thing, but you do notice that he has a hidden, it's locked, but I'll save some time to open it for you guys. There is a hidden door that like leads to the back alley. Like, it's pretty shady for this guy to have. As Baylor sees you guys, like, you know, you guys spot it, Lupin picks it open, he's like, that's why would he wouldn't need that if he wasn't doing something suspicious. Roland, I think you kind of like kick open the next room. This looks to be his Oliver's blah, blah, blah. This appears to be Oliver's living quarters. You can make a perception check as you look around. We got 26. You look around and you think that Oliver has been exceptionally careful here, Roland. Like, you don't find anything incriminating. Baylor, on the other side, opens this side door. Which leads into a storeroom. You see as he steps in, he's like, it's full of reagents. I'm not an alchemist, but there's different ingredients here. If anyone wants to follow him in, they can make a perception check as you browse through this room.
I'll do that.
Tarek, on a DC 27, you see that there is another secret door in the wall, locked over here.
It's like, oh, so many secret doors.
Bomb.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, is the sheriff okay with me opening this door? Is that allowed? He says with heavy sarcasm.
He kind of like puts a baleful eye over you, and he's just like, "You have my permission, Lupin."
Thank you, sir. Alright. Grab beer, bust out the tools, and let's go and do that thievery then. 30.
It is a tricky lock, but with a click, it opens. As you slowly push the door open, you see it leads to a single file staircase. Give me a perception check.
And another 30.
You hear a distant clinking of vials, glass on glass, coming from down in what appears to be a basement not on the records of this building.
It's like I hear something clinking down there, but so let's go here, but don't put finger slips. Move very quietly.
Alright, how do you guys go down? What's your plan? Are we sneaking, or what's your order of approach?
Do we try to sneak? Because I don't think any of us are, besides...
None of us are particularly stealthy except Lupin.
Yeah. Yeah, we
I'm
also just
not
locked in the front door.
Bad at stealth. I'm just not good at stealth.
Right, but do you and Lupin want to go down alone? Or together?
Probably none.
Let's just go.
You have a walking tin can in the party. This is something you have to...
Alright, in that
Unless-
case, Lupin will step
Clunk,
back
clunk.
and keep
What are we gonna do,
quiet,
guys?
and
Clunk,
she's
clunk, clunk, clunk.
Take point.
Yeah. Roland and I will go down first.
There's times for stealth, and there's times for just running ahead. And anytime you guys want to stealth, you kind of have to do it by yourselves, because me and
Alright,
Eric are anti-stealth.
so we got that. Guys are making me do stuff. Let's get that. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna move some people to the next part of the map. So Roland's first, and Tarek, you wanted to go second?
After him.
Okay. We're gonna have to zoom out a little bit here so we can make this make sense. Tarek is going in next. Baylor is a fighter. Sylvina, do you want... does Sylvina and Lupin, do you want to be ahead of Baylor, or are we throwing an NPC in the middle of the formation? Is what I'm trying to ask here.
I'm fine with going ahead of the sheriff.
Okay, the stairs on the next part of the map are full up now, which means we'll be marking this set of stairs as higher up.
Okay.
Sylvina, are you next, or is Hemlock next?
I'll let Hemlock be next.
Okay, so it's gonna be Hemlock. So the order from bottom of the stairs to top is Roland, Tarek, Lupin, Hemlock, Sylvina, Gangini.
Yep, I think so.
Alright.
Alright, Roland, I assume you're just kicking the door down?
Yeah. Do you want an athletics?
Yeah, he's got it locked, but I feel like this is the move here. Wham! The door bursts off the fucking hinges into the room, and holding alchemical mixture. It's blue effervescent light spiraling up. We see Oliver Pillbug Podiker.
Why do I feel like this asshole's gonna throw bombs?
Hey, funny you mentioned that. He's got a ready to action that's gonna go off.
That is. I hate
Yeah.
alchemists.
All right. He cocks his arm back. And what is he gonna do first? Because he's got some options here.
We're rolling initiative, or
He has one ready to action that's gonna go off because you guys are bursting into his house, and then we are gonna roll for initiative.
Honestly, I feel like that hair of his is crime enough, whatever else he's done.
Oh, so
Yeah,
rude!
I
It's so
kind of
cool.
agree.
I can get styling the middle ones, but why wouldn't you just shave that little teeny tiny thing off in the middle?
All right. I think he is gonna start with something to cause confusion. As those catalysts in his bottle mix together, he throws it toward the door. And a miasma of stinking gas fills the stairway. I am going to need... Let's see if it impacts Roland. It's basically going to go up to Baylor and not get up to Solvina. Just for how far it spreads.
So this is why you were checking orders.
It was, yes. I'm going... Everyone... So, the 3 on the next map and the Sheriff Hemlock are going to make fortitude saves here.
Yeah.
God
Oh.
damn, guys. Holy fuck. Okay, Lupin. Crit succeeds. God damn, I can't believe no one's gonna get the worst effects of this. Lupin, nothing happens. Tarek, Roland, and Hemlock are all slowed 1.
Does that decrease on turn by turn?
Not while you're within the cloud. And I'm gonna try to put a cloud on here in a second. Give me a hot second. Alright. Now, I'm going to clear the previous order. Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Roland gives no shits.
Roland, calm down.
I am kicking this nerd shit in.
Jesus Christ. Alright, Hemlock is 16. I have so many fucking sheets and notes open right now. Come on, Gengi, let me get your initiative. I don't know why, it always is hardest to load the player sheet for me. Okay. Everyone needs to chill the fuck out with their initiatives.
I got a low initiative. I don't know. I feel like I should not be getting attacked for having high initiative.
Alright. Solvina gets
I'm doing my
gets
part.
3 hero points. No, I'm just kidding. I'm doing my part. Like the fucking
Like a Helldiver.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say what is it? The Trooper movie.
Yeah, Starship.
Yeah, Starship Troopers. Thank you. I couldn't remember the fucking name for a second.
That's why it's Helldivers is basically Starship.
It's Starship
Troopers. It's
Troopers.
40K.
Yeah.
Okay. It's rolling first. Tarek, what's your bonus? Plus like
It is
17. You son of a bitch. His is plus 16. God damn it.
Yeah, let's go fuck this boy up. So what does slowed do exactly?
You're not
reduce-
slowed. Sorry, you're fucking sickened, not slowed.
Oh,
If you had failed, you would have been slowed, and crit failed, you would have been slowed too. Slow, like, removes an action. Somehow, that happened to none of you.
second, or we're just second one, right?
Yeah, you're just second one. Yeah, if you guys could stop
Alright.
just tanking every AoE effect I have, it'd be lovely.
So I had
I'm-
I had a moment of, like, great concern on this one because one of my other campaigns, before I joined it, turned into a TPK because the entire party crit failed basically,
Oh my
like
God.
a confusion potion, and everybody like basically got killed.
That's foul.
28 because he hasn't taken an action yet, or is that
If you want us
26. So, hold on.
to not crit succeed all of our saves, you just need to bring in the
Oh, just
goblin
have harder saves?
bombardiers.
God damn it. Fucking bombardiers, dude. Okay, interesting stuff, everybody.
They're deck saves.
That does hit. It does not crit him, but he does immediately take 27 damage.
all right? That's it. Or actually,
Are we
yeah,
taking
yeah,
this?
that's it.
Are we taking this guy in, or are we just gonna fuck him the hell up?
We can try to like non-lethal when he gets low.
You hear Baylor like, take him alive.
All right,
You guys bought him.
we did. We did that Solvina because I don't think we necessarily wanted to committing B&Es if we don't have to. It's nice to have the backing of the town guard.
Okay. Okay. Tarek. Let me
Charging
make
it?
sure. I think you don't have to make any more saves with Sinking Cloud once you've done it, but let me just double check.
Part of me wants to like push.
Oh,
him into
okay.
his own
If
cloud.
you end your turn in the cloud, you do still have to make it.
I can't really get out of it. Is the problem?
The only space out of it for you, Tarek, is this top corner over here.
Yeah, and that's I'll deal with that. I can deal. Sickened, I can deal with. Slowed was more problematic. I'll move up to the other side. Whoa. There
What?
we
You
go.
good?
Other side up to here. Yeah, my token got hung up on the wall.
Oh, okay.
Move to here. How do I do a grapple?
Oh, that's a great question. Believe it is an athletics check. Yeah, athletics check. Versus their fortitude DC. So basically 10 plus their fortitude bonus.
Athletics, which I'm pretty good at. Oh dear.
Oh my lord. You guys can't keep fighting the dooms like this. This is unacceptable. Okay, you bust through the smoke and immediately just get this guy in a fucking headlock. He is fully grappled. And I believe critical success, he's not just grabbed, he is also restrained.
We got him. Come and get him, Sheriff.
Well, thankfully. Also, at the end of your turn, give me a fortitude save, because you are still in the cloud. You continue to be sickened 1.
let me know if he tries to take a move, action, manipulate, or make a range.
Don't kill him.
He is
He doesn't
going
have to
to... restrained does not restrict your ability to speak, and speaking is a free action. He is going to say a password that will unlock the magic door that is secretly hidden directly behind Roland. Roland, the door behind you opens, and you immediately see 2 of the following creatures. Just horrific mounds of flesh, mouths, and eyes.
Oh hell no.
Dinner time! Alright, so he says that. Woof, how is he gonna fucking... Okay, so he's gotta... Okay, he's gotta attempt an escape.
Actually, I just realized something, Ben. Could I have dragged him? Because it was one action to move in, another to grab him. Could have I used my third to drag him backwards towards so that I'm out of the gas at the top left corner?
I think even if you can drag, I'm pretty sure it's only 5 feet, so it would not get you all the way. It would
Actually,
get
no.
it would get him in the gas, but it wouldn't get you out.
Okay.
It would also remove flanking.
Change
I will
the
leave.
volume on the Roll20 music.
Thought you already. Feel like this is a question that should have been asked by now. Just go to the music tab and you can adjust the volume there.
I see nothing that lets me adjust the volume.
There is a blue line. It should let you adjust your own volume.
I just see the.
Unless they changed it, but it used to be you could adjust on your own
There's
end.
something that says now playing the file tempo. by
Oh, it's
tabletop
under.
audio.
Next, it's under settings, then go to audio and video.
Oh, okay. And it used to be you could just drag it around on that setting.
Which is funny because I have the music volume maximum and I hear nothing.
Yeah, same.
Oh, you hear nothing?
Yeah, I hear nothing.
Weird. I can hear it clearly. And on stream. Huh.
Interesting.
Alright, time to do some looking into this. One sec. You guys just keep doing what's going on that.
Okay. So that's gonna happen. He is gonna have to attempt a check to break out here. Whew, what's his best chance of this? Okay. So he can attempt to escape with athletics or thievery. What's your fortitude DC?
Because of the second, it's 14.
It's 10 plus your fortitude value.
Oh, so 24 then.
Okay, I was like, your fortitude's 4? That's nuts.
No.
He does, because of his crazy thievery, crit succeed. Which on an escape action, crit succeeding allows you to 5-foot stride. Which does not really help him. But he will move back here. And he does have a dagger and a crossbow, so he will provide flanking with the Mouthers. One Mouther is going to move to here. One's going to move to here. A third one's going to come out of an adjacent door and fill the hallway behind it.
Good God.
So the 2 Mouthers that moved have only taken 1 action. We're going to start with them. As the door opens, all the mouths on these fucking abominations start chattering in unison. Everybody, including the people upstairs, because this is a loud range, give me a will save. Hemlock's fine. And this is just a save or suck effect, so if you pass, you're good. Okay, everybody passes. You are now immune for 1 minute, which is effectively 10 rounds. Oh, I take it back. Lupin does not pass.
Oh.
Oh, are you re-rolling it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then you do pass.
Hero point. Yep.
Alright, so use that. Okay, so it has that ability. God, this is going to be very interesting. I forgot I could do this. Okay. They're not going to 5-foot step, so this first one that moved would provoke from you, Roland.
I would swing at it.
Go for it. That is a hit.
22 hit.
That does hit. You have slashing, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. It will take the full slashing, so 21.
Does it like split into more mouths?
It does not, but it is going to use a reaction to reactive gnaw at you. Does a 28 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. You are going to take 13 damage. And you are bleeding for 1.
Is there a way to track that in the?
Yeah, so if you click your token and click the little circle symbol at the bottom, all of those orange circles are the piezo status symbols. If you hover over them, instead of just clicking it, if you hover over the symbol and click a number, it'll put the number on that. So, like, if you hover over the bleed symbol and tap 1, it becomes bleeding 1. It is then going to continue. And it is going to stride through Tarek. I need you to give me a reflex save.
I'm not gonna re-roll it. It's about as good as I get.
That
Not
is
really, but-
exactly enough. So it is going to move through you, but not engulf you and take it with you. However, moving through you, it is going to do damage. You are having that damage from that save and avoiding being engulfed. 10 half to 5.
Cool. I heard all those dice and I'm like,
This one is basically going to do the same thing. These guys are unbothered by Stinking Cloud and going to move through Roland and then over to the door. Roland, give me a reflex save as well. Ooh, it doesn't grab you and you take no damage. The final one had to move a lot farther from the hidden tunnel, so it is only going to move up. And it's just going to... you already used your reaction, but it wouldn't know that. But it's going to try to hawk a loogie in your eyes from all of its mouths. At Roland. This is called the Spittle attack. Does 23 hit?
No.
Okay, you manage to, like, duck as all this, like, spittle sprays over you. You feel like a caustic wave of vapors arise. I think if that had hit you, you would have certainly had to make a save. To probably just, like, cover your eyes, essentially. Go ahead.
Is Potiker going to make a save for his second?
Potiker still has 2 actions left. He only used 1 to break out. But yes, at the end of his turn, he probably will have to, unless he is immune for various reasons.
Oh, fuck this guy.
The next thing he is going to do is going to, with a move born of very advanced practice, cover his dagger in a looks to be a bluish, like, sludge, and try to stab it directly into Roland's back now that he's flanking with the Mouther. Okay. That is going to be 29.
It hits.
Okay, it does 5 damage. Sorry, wait. 6 damage. 6 damage. More importantly, give me a fortitude save. That is a pass. He does still get to do a little bit of extra damage because of his ability, but you do neutralize the poison. Take an additional 4 damage, but you do not succumb to the poison. He still has 1 action left. He is able to quick bomb for 1 action, draw, and then strike with it. He pulls out a cold blue vial and is going to chuck it at Tarek. This is at iterative attack penalty because he's already stabbed. 19's not going to do it, I assume. So
Nope.
That is the end of his turn. He does have to make the save versus his own cloud. He passes and is slowed 1. Not sorry, sickened 1. Oh my god, excuse me. Gangini.
Can I offer a suggestion
Yes.
for Gangini? Would this be a magical effect that he could dispel the stinking cloud?
Technically, yes, even though it is alchemical. It is magical. Dispel magic. Let me pop that up real quick. Attempt a counteract check. Okay. So for counteract check, is that on his sheet? Okay, where's the relevant skill modifier?
Which would be charisma for him?
Okay. So I guess he just rolls charisma? I am not entirely sure the function of this. This is a little confusing. And my eyes hurt, admittedly. I think that's correct. Alright, let's try that. On his casting modifier. So if the target is no more than... Okay, so what was his bomb functioning as? Oh, I am dumb. He actually is immune to his putrid stench. It literally says that under his ability. I am a fool.
It's
But
a 3rd level spell, I think.
It is
That might be
a
critical.
lower level spell. The cloud vanishes from upstairs. Alright, Genki does that from the top of the stairs. Lupin.
Alright. Lupin hears the commotion. Alright. Sees the cloud's gone, so it's good, so he starts to move in. He's like, hey guys, I'm here to help, like... And he sees the gibbering mouther. It's like, what the fuck is this thing?
It begins to mouth at you.
I think you're the only one who failed. You heard them before you saw them.
Well, it's like he heard it, and it's just like, what the fuck? And now he's just even like, what the fuck?
I mean, that's a reasonable response.
Alright, so that was like straight up to here. Alright. So the only thing I can do, I'll slash out the one in front of me with the Monarch. Right, 25 for 14 piercing.
25 does hit. It takes the 14. It is immune to precision damage, as it cannot be flanked.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
It's got eyes everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Hemlock.
Right, so it's like here, and then...
Oh, sorry, yeah, you still have actions. Go for it.
Well, one action, like here. I'll just go and take a 5-foot step away from the thing. Right. That's all for me.
Okay. Hemlock is gonna go. He will step in front of Lupin. And... Okay. He is going to take a swing with his polearm. That is going to hit. The Mouther is going to take 16. And he's going to try a successive hit. Does not work. Sylvina.
What can I see from where I'm?
From where you are, looking down the stairs, you see Lupin at the bottom, about 10 feet away from you, then Hemlock, and Hemlock is swinging into some sort of thing with tentacles that's through a door you can't quite see.
Okay. Let's go with open kinetic gate. Fire a.
Do you want to move to right behind Lupin so you can see the map part?
Yes, I'm going
Okay,
to.
so I'll just put you over there. Over here. I also think since it's 11, once your turn is over, since we're so far from this combat, we'll probably come back at the top of the order next time.
Okay.
Alright, and then I'm gonna send a kinetic blast. The thing. And this is one action, because I only have one action left. That's gonna be 22 to hit for 8 fire.
Even with cover, that does hit, yeah.
Alright, 8 fire.
Seems stateful.
Okay.
Alright, is that all your actions?
Yep.
Okay, Roland takes 1 damage. I'm gonna write in chat that you already took bleed damage. And we will come back at the top of the order. Alright, we'll see you all next week. Let's end the stream.